Hi everyone, my name is Anna and Austin will also be in this presentation, and we are both tutors at the Frank Business Communication Center. Today we'll be going over your ethics essay assignment. The Propos Ethics Essay Contest is a contest that's held annually through the Frank Business Communication Center in Tempe. All essays from this course, Introduction to Law, are eligible for the contest. At the end of the year, after all of the essays have been written, a group of panelists will select the top 3 essays, and those essays will be eligible to win a cash prize. In order to get started with this assignment, there's a couple things that you'll want to do. First, you're going to go ahead and watch Badaracco's Defining Moments. This is a really great way to get familiar with how to make ethical decisions. Next, you'll go ahead and read the additional assigned articles. These will provide a really good context in which you'll write your essay. Lastly, you'll read and understand the case study, and you'll really want to get familiar with this because the more familiar and comfortable you are with the situation, the easier it will be for you to write a strong essay. For this specific essay, you will be making a recommendation as an intern at the Iowa Department of Natural Resources to the director for the situation that is at hand. In your essay, you're going to want to make sure that you are addressing the ethical implications for the recommendation that you are making and not just discussing the legal issues involved. For the format of your essay, you're going to want to start out with a really strong thesis that will guide the rest of your paper. You're going to want to use claim statements to start each subsequent paragraph. Your claim statements should be assertive, specific, and provable. Then you'll follow up each claim statement with evidence to show why that claim is valid. And you're going to want to make sure that you don't reveal your conclusion or your takeaway message at the end. You want to state that right away so your audience has it at the back of their mind as they're reading the rest of your essay. This graphic is just once again reiterating that your thesis should be your main argument of your essay, and each subsequent claim statement should be supporting that thesis.
Thank you, Anna, for getting us started. Hi, everyone. My name is Austin Clayton, and I'm a head tutor in the Frank Center. And right now, I'm going to be walking you through how to take a sort of descriptive statement, as we have right here, and turn it into an effective claim. So right now, we have interesting activities around Bali include exploring ancient temples, enjoying tropical beaches, and attending cultural festivals. The main issue with this more descriptive statement is that it's not provable. It's hard to take a stance or take an angle from what we've said right now. So in the next slide, we are going to work on making this descriptive statement into a claim. All right, now we have edited our statement to saying Go Bali Plus might provide activities that students have never experienced before, such as tasting traditional Indonesian food. This statement is not assertive. As you can see, it says Go Bali Plus might. We're going to want to change that to Go Bali Plus will, which we'll do on the next slide. Now that we have our statement edited to saying Go Bali Plus will provide activities that students may have never experienced before, such as tasting traditional Indonesian food, this is assertive, it's specific, it's provable, but it's not necessarily relevant to the audience that we're taking into consideration. So now we're going to take it a step further in the next slide. So here we have Go Bali Plus will provide a valuable cultural focus and perspective. This is a lot more along the lines of what you want to be saying in your paper. You want to do a little bit of thinking for your reader. You want to come up with the broader themes of what is happening with the specific events that you're going to be citing to support your claim. So here we've done a little bit of that synthesis. So from what we know about the Go Bali Plus experience, we know that it will provide a valuable cultural focus and perspective. But the only problem now is that this claim isn't very specific. So in the next slide, we're going to make it a little bit more specific. And now on this final slide, we have Go Bali Plus will provide a differentiated cultural focus and perspective from current American business study abroad programs. This is specific, it's assertive, it's provable. This is exactly what you should be using to start off all of your paragraphs in your paper, and your thesis should also be approximately an effective claim as well. So this is the style of writing that you want to be using throughout your paper. Moving on to some rubric considerations to keep in mind while you're working on your paper. Always have claim statements. They should be starting off every paragraph. They really guide the reader. They're a big part of the rubric, so always make sure that your topic sentences follow the claim structure and they're specific, assertive, and provable. You're going to want to use two of Brodoracco's frameworks to support your thesis and support the overall claim that you're making with your essay. You also want to acknowledge the downsides of whatever course of action you're recommending, so always make sure those are present. And finally, always your focus is making a recommendation to your superior in this case, so always make sure that that is the focus. And finally, before we wrap up, I do recommend that you come visit the Frank Center. It's a really great resource to take advantage of. You can make an appointment at tippy.mywconline.com. All of our appointments are online this semester, so it's super easy to find the time now that you don't have to stop by the center in person. And then I also recommend you check out tippy.uiowa.edu/bizcom. There are a lot of really great resources on there to help make effective claim statements, to help strengthen a thesis, and they have resources for a lot of other common issues that students might have with their writing and just advice to make your writing even stronger. Thank you so much for coming to our workshop. Good luck with your assignment.